Hi guys, Cody Henderson again with Jim Shorkey Chrysler. Today we're actually going to be going over the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica, and specifically we're going to be looking at the limited models. On the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica, you have the 3.6 liter V6 engine, which is capable of 287 horsepower, and it also gets around 18 city and 28 miles per gallon highway. And then in the future, they will actually have a hybrid model, which will give you 30 miles solely on electric power and combined 80 miles per gallon, with giving you out a range of 530 miles. Now on this model specifically, being the limited, we also have the blind spot monitoring. So there's actually little triangles in the mirror. So if you're driving down the road and you try to turn on the turn signal and get into the left lane or the right lane, if there's a car coming up, they'll actually have an audible sound, as well as the triangle itself will light up. At the same time though too, you also have the breakaway mirrors both ways, so if you ever back into anything. Powered sliding door on both sides. So on the Pacificas, they actually have the stow and go seating. Now what that does, it's very similar to what was found in the Town & Country as well as the Grand Caravan. But one new feature they have is on the B pillar here, they actually have a stow and go assist. You push the button, it moves the seat forward and out of the way, whereas before you'd actually have to manually move the seat. So we lift the bottom panel up, there's a tag that actually says stow and go on the seat. You pull that up, push that down, it stows just like that. So once we open up the back here, I'm going to show you how to put down the back seats. Some have the manual stow and go, but others have the powered. So I'm going to show you here is all you do is just push this. And you can see they'll fold exactly flat. Now the other part of that too is there's another button. We push this one. Folds the seats up for us. And then the other part is you can also choose if you want to do the left side or just the right side by power. So what I'm going to show you guys now is actually something called the UConnect Theater. This is specific to very few trim levels on the Pacifica. But what it does is there's 10-inch screens that are built into the back of both the driver's side and passenger side seat. And what you can see here is it actually is touchscreen. We'll go over a little bit of it. So right now there's nothing to view, but you can actually hook up gaming consoles, you can hook up USBs, you can put Blu-rays in the center console and play movies through the screen directly. Or, if you have small kids, they have preloaded games that are available to you. So we can see here, I'm a fan of solitaire. Hit new game, we can just keep going through and playing as we see fit. But right now I don't have too much fun, so we're going to exit out of that. We're just going to go back to the home screen. And then here you can see again, you have the option for the Blu-ray disc. We scroll over, you have HDMI 1, HDMI 2, and also USB. Now the USBs are on both seats, so each person can view something completely different. Or you can put it in the center console and have both screens play exactly what you want. Now on the Chrysler Pacificas, you also have the dual climate. So you have the front as well as the rear. And I'm just showing you now the controls for the rear climate, which is also nice because on the front, if you have little kids and you don't want them playing with it, you can lock it out. Now here we have the UConnect 8.4N, which has the navigation. So what's different about this compared to the other UConnect 8.4s is on the older models, you have an LCD type screen. It still is touchscreen, but this actually is glass. So what we have here is the radio, AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio. You have the Bluetooth as well as the media controls for the seats. So you have heated, ventilated, heated steering wheel. You can actually fold down the headrest, and then you have the vehicle settings itself. Under the UConnect apps, it shows everything that is available that you can perform on the radio itself for the vehicle. Under climate, again, pretty self-explanatory. You can choose however you want to feel comfortable. Navigation, again, same as all the other UConnect 8.4s. You can choose the where to's, your addresses, recents, points of address or points of interest. We go back, you can actually just view the map, nice and easy like that. You can see the information in the emergency. Over here we have the phone, nothing's paired up right now, but you have the redial, the end, phone book, recent calls. You can dial out directly from the screen. Depending on if you have iPhone or Android, iPhones you can actually use Siri to text message people. With Samsungs, you can actually just use the voice recognition to text people out. And then the settings for the phones. Now down here, you can see we have the electronic shift knob, as well as the parking brake. Instead of being like the older types, what you do now is just push it in, and that's it. You have to put your foot back on the brake in order to take it off. But over here, we have the volume, the tune for the radio, the park sense off, traction control. You can turn the screen off for if you're driving late at night, hazards, as well as the back for the radio. Now here as well is the climate controls too. But if we look down here, you have USB. This one's mainly for charging or for the radio for music. You have auxiliary for music, and then you also have the Blu-ray player, as well as that second USB I was telling you guys about. So if we look here, if you plug in a movie, or if you have a USB stick that has movies on it, what you can do is you can plug it in so that way it'll play on both screens. Now what I'm going to show you guys next is actually the UConnect Theater. And what this does, if we go into the apps and we go to the UConnect Theater app, it brings up the controls for the UConnect screens that are in the back of the driver's side and passenger side seats. What you can do here is you can power them on, you can power them off. You can mute the music or the audio, you can lock them, or you can unlock them. And say, one kid's being bad, they don't want to, you don't want them to play with anything. You can just turn their power off, or you can turn them both off. So I'm going to go over some of the buttons and the features up here. Now, if we take a look, you have buttons here that will actually open both sides. So I'm going to push this one. It opens the driver's side rear door. Open this side, passenger side rear door. Now, what you can do though is actually in the middle here, you can press the button, and that will lock it. So that way, it has to be opened manually. Now on this model specifically too, there's a few other simple features, and we have the tri-pane panoramic sunroof. There's actually 3 sunroofs in this vehicle. So we have the sunshade that we can open up here, as well as the sunroof itself. I'm going to close this all back up. A few other features about the vehicle is that on all Pacifica models, they actually have active noise cancellation built in. So sure, most people have heard about the Bose noise canceling headphones, which will pretty much, there's a special radio frequency that plays and it cancels out all outside noise. All you can listen to is the music. The nice thing about the Pacificas is, like I said, it's built into the cabin, so there's very little outside noise. You hardly hear the engine revving. Any vehicles that are passing, that you're passing, cancels that all out. So I'm going to show you guys how to connect a phone via Bluetooth. The best way and easiest way to do is if you hit the phone button. Since no devices are paired, we're just going to hit yes. Now I'm going to show you on my phone. It's going to pull up the available devices once it starts syncing. It shows up UConnect. We hit that. And it's going to say the device pin. So what you want to do is just hit yes. And after that, it's paired up. Now on your phone, it may ask to access your contacts and your media, just so that way you can pull up your phone book, you can pull up your music, things like that. So again guys, we just went over the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. Again, my name's Cody Henderson. I'm with Shorkey Chrysler. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to call us. Any of our salespeople here, we're not commission based. We're willing and ready to help anyone that needs it. Thanks again guys. Have a great day.